Right, clause 4.4. It is the shortest clause in the whole standard, and it is the one that quietly decides whether you have built something real or bought yourself a very expensive binder. Here is the clause near enough word for word. The organization shall establish, implement, maintain, and continually improve an information security management system, including the processes needed and their interactions in accordance with the requirements of this document. That is it. 1 sentence, 4 verbs. And every single one of those verbs is doing heavy lifting. So let's take a small software company, 12 people, a scheduling app, 3 engineers, a couple in sales, and 1 poor soul who does security when there is time. That is our example all the way through, because that is who actually reads clause 4.4 at 11 at night and thinks, well, that looks easy. It is not easy, it is just short. Establish, that means build it. Decide what your management system actually is. Not the policy pack you downloaded, not the template with someone else's company name still lurking in the footer. Cute, the real thing. What risk assessment do you run? Who runs it? How often? And what comes out of the other end? Implement. And this is where most of them fall over. Implement means run it, operate it. A written procedure that nobody has ever performed is not implemented. It is fiction with a version number. If your access review procedure says quarterly and you have never done one, you have not implemented anything. You have described a company you would quite like to be. Maintain, keep it alive. Things change, you hire 6 people, you move to a new cloud provider, you ship a feature that touches customer data in a way it never did before. If the management system does not move when the business moves, it rots, quietly, and you will not notice until someone asks a question you cannot answer. Continually improve. This is the verb founder skip. The standard is telling you in plain language that a static management system is a failing one. It has to get better, not bigger, better. Now hold on, because there is a phrase in there that people read straight past, including the processes needed and their interactions. That is the whole game in 6 words. It says system, not folder, not shelf, not that shared drive called ISO final v3, a system of connected processes feeding each other. And the 2022 version of the standard added that phrase deliberately. It was not in the older edition. Somebody sat in a room and decided that people were still treating this as paperwork and wrote it in. So here's the comfortable lie. The lie is that the management system is a documentation project with an end date. You do the sprint, you get the certificate, you put the badge in the website footer, you go back to building product. Bless, that is not what you signed up for. The certificate is a photograph of a system on one particular week. If the system stops running the day after, the photograph is just a photograph. The folder of policies you dust off 2 weeks before the surveillance audit is not a management system. It is a costume. I will be straight with you. I am not a lead auditor. I'm not going to tell you what the person with the clipboard will accept on the day. What I can tell you is what the words say, and the words say run it forever. Stay with me, because now the useful bit. There is a loop underneath all of this plan. Do, check, act, old idea, borrowed from quality management, and it runs right through the standard, whether anyone says it out loud or not. You plan, you work out your risks, you set objectives, you decide what you're going to do about them. You do. You operate the controls. Access reviews happen. Backups get tested. Suppliers get looked at. You check, you monitor, you measure, you run an internal audit. You sit down for a management review with actual leadership in the actual room. You act, you fix what the checking found, and then round you go again. That loop is the management system, not the documents. The documents are the exhaust. The loop is the engine, and this is why clause 4.4 is the hinge of the whole standard. 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. They describe context, interested parties, scope, useful, necessary, and entirely passive. You're painting a picture of your world. 4.4 stops describing and starts demanding. Then everything after it. Clauses 5 through 10. Leadership, planning, support, operation, performance evaluation, improvement. All of it is just the machinery of that one sentence. Leadership is how you establish it. Operation is how you implement it. Performance evaluation is how you check it. Improvement is the fourth verb with its own chapter. Read it that way, and the standard stops feeling like 100 arbitrary demands and starts feeling like one demand with instructions. So, what does compliance actually look like in our 12-person software company? Name the processes. Write down the handful of things the management system genuinely needs: risk assessment, risk treatment, control operation, incident handling, supplier review, internal audit, management review, improvement actions. Then map how they feed each other, because that is the interactions bit. Risk assessment feeds treatment. Treatment feeds which controls you actually operate. Operating controls produces evidence. Evidence feeds monitoring and internal audit. Audit feeds the management review. The management review produces decisions. Decisions feed improvement. Improvement changes the risk picture, and you're back at the start. Give every one of those a name, a cadence, and a record. Who owns it? How often? What it leaves behind? In a 12-person company, most of those names will be the same 3 people, and that is fine. Vague ownership is what kills it, not shared ownership. And run the improvement loop on purpose, deliberately. Not because an incident forced your hand. If the only thing that ever improves your security is something going wrong, you do not have continual improvement. You have a smoke alarm. Honest caveat, and this one matters. Continually improve does not mean constant churn. It does not mean rewriting the policy set every quarter so it looks busy, and it absolutely does not mean gold-plating controls a 12-person company does not need. Measured, deliberate. A few real improvements a year that you can point at beats a blizzard of activity that changes nothing. So here is your dare. Go and look at your management system right now, whatever state it is in, and ask one question. If the auditor never came, would this still be running next quarter? If the answer is yes, you have built something. If the answer is no, then be honest with yourself. You have a binder. Go and turn it into a system.